Let's have a look at the appointment settings, the time settings in the General tab, which you get to by clicking on Settings, and then they're on the General tab. The first setting is the time base, which is the minimum value of time slots that you are going to use for your appointments. So if your appointment is going to be half hour, hour and a half, then you could set this value to 30. If you were just going to have appointments of an hour and 2 hours, you could set it to 60. If you're going to have appointments of an hour and a half, you'd probably still have to set it for 30 because you need it to be a minimum denominator of those times. Please though try to make this value as big as possible, because if it's a very small value, then there are lots of different smart time slots for bookings and it can get more confusing. So don't be tempted just to set it to 10 minutes or 5 minutes. If you find that you wish to book in say 20-minute intervals instead of 10, 15, 20-minute intervals, then don't set it to 10. There is another option, and that is to add an additional time-based value here. So we can add 20 at the bottom, and we need to save that, so lock in the value, save settings at the bottom. And that now gives us an option to change our time period to 20 minutes. And I can hit save. Now that will not be compatible with my current appointments, so I should get an error message, and I do. Watch out for these, because this means that the system can't fit your appointment times within the time base that you've selected, and therefore it will have difficulty in allocating time slots and appointments for customers. So please make sure you make this compatible. Mine are in half hour and hour increments, so I will change that to 30 and hit save settings. The next item is appointments lower limit. This is the minimum amount of time between a customer making a booking and the appointment being activated, or the appointment happening. So if it's set 24 hours, that means if I make a booking at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I can't book an appointment before 1 o'clock in the afternoon the day after. If you wish to make people able to book in the afternoon for the next day, then you may want to set that perhaps to 18 hours or 12 hours. Of course, if you do it 12 hours, they can make a booking at midnight for midday. They can make a booking at 9 o'clock in the evening for 9 o'clock in the morning. So 18 hours may be more useful to stop surprises. But that's the value in advance they can book. At the other extreme, there's the amount of days in advance they can make a booking. System actually defaults to 365, which is a bit worrying. A customer can make a booking a year in advance. You may wish to reduce it to something like 30 days or 60 days, or even less maybe. But this is the number of days ahead that somebody can make a booking. And this value is about appointments, pending appointments not being confirmed. So if you set it to 60 minutes, an appointment that has not been confirmed or sorted will be released to allow other people to make bookings. If you're going to reduce this figure, make sure that you're making bookings, confirmations and checking the bookings in time for these to all be correctly allocated. And the last one is a newly added feature to stop people hitting the booking button and then making a second booking and then a third. If this becomes a problem for you, and it's more likely to be a problem because spammers are trying to make random appointments, then you can set this to a value of seconds. So 120 means that a customer can make a booking but then can't add a second booking for 2 minutes. And that's the settings for the time settings in the General tab of Appointments Plus.